Good morning, children. Are you all well? I hope that you are all enjoyed well the holidays and you are safe. Am I right? Now, this is a school for time, but because of some circumstances, we are unable to go to the school. So that we can't leave the time, isn't it? We have to use our time usefully, isn't it? For that purpose, we are going to see something and refresh the plant parts of the plant in biology. Biology is the one of the science subject. Biology is the one of the science subject. Okay. Now we are going to see about biology points. Some of the biology points, which is the introduction for you. Okay. you know, uh, biology, isn't it? Do you like the biology? Biology is the subject deals about the plants and animals. Biology deals about the plants and animals. What are plants? Plants are green color organisms. They are giving fruits, flowers, everything. What are animals? Animals are the organisms which are useful to us and giving many products, isn't it? So, what is the study about plants? What is the study about animals? Study about plants is called botany. Study about animal is called zoology. Study about animal is called zoology. Study about plants is called botany. Botany is the subject deals with the plants, and zoology is the subject deals with the animals, isn't it? So zoology and botany, and botany itself many of the sub branches are there, and zoology also many of the sub branches are there. That and all you will study in the higher classes. Okay. Now we are going to see some basic points in this lesson. Basic points in this lesson. That is, we have to study biology. Why should we study biology? Because biology deals with the plants and animals, and biology deals with the human body parts, and which is very helpful for us to get the medical seat, isn't it? If you study science very nicely, biology very nicely, you can get the medical seat. You will become the doctor. If you want to become a doctor, what you should do? You should study the biology nicely, interestingly, and you must thorough it. Okay. Now we are going to see about the some basic points in biology. In this picture you see, what is this picture? This is the plant cell structure. Now you see, what is this picture? This is the animal cell structure. The plant cell and animal cells, these are the basic things that are present in our animals body and plant body, isn't it? Cell is the structural and functional units of all living organisms. Cell is the structural and functional units of all living organisms. Here you see a comparative both the pictures I keep, that is the plant cell and the animal cell. Plant cell and animal cell. You see, in this magnified picture of plant cell, it is greenish in color because of the chlorophyll, because of the chloroplast is present. Chloroplast is present, and this cell is somewhat having the perfect shape, but in animal cell it is not having a definite shape. It is also bound with a membrane. Okay, so you can see that the plant cell and animal cell in this picture, that is animal cell, you see, animal cell is not having green color because of the lacking of chloroplast. Because of the lacking of chloroplast. Chloroplast is helping the cell to prepare its own food in plants. Okay, so cells are the micro units, structural and functional unit of all living organism. Plant cells are making the plant body, and animal cells are making the animal's body. Okay, now These are the cells which are basically forming the all living organisms. All living organisms. So cells are the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. How can we see the cells? We can see because they are very minute. We cannot see through the naked eye. We can see through the microscope only. You can see the picture of microscope in the screen. You see, this is the microscope. In this you see one stand is there. This is the foot of the stand, and here this is the handle, and here a lens is there. This lens capture the sunlight, and this is the stage where we keep the object, and this is the eyepiece lens where you can see the eye, you can keep the eye and see interior. These are all 1, 2, 3 lenses will be there. Power lenses will be there that we can use according to the size of the object. Okay. Now, this microscope is helping to see the microbes. The microscope is helping us to see the microbes. What are microbes? Microbes are the unicellular, that means single-celled organisms which can be seen only under the microscope. Only under the microscope. Okay. Now, we can go to the microbes. There are so many microbes are present in the world. There are so many microbes. They can be seen only under the microscope. Okay. First one you see the amoeba. Amoeba lives in water, dirty water, and causes some of the diseases. Next you see the bacteria. Bacteria is also one of the microbe which cause the disease, and also some of the useful things are there. Some bacteria give you some bacteria, that is lactobacillus. That lactobacillus make the milk, that turns the milk into curd. Okay, so bacteria. And then euglena. Euglena, you see, the euglena, this picture is somewhat bright, somewhat big, but euglena is smaller in size, very minute. We can see the euglena only in the microscope, only through the microscope. You see here another one microbe, that is the paramecium. This is the paramecium. Okay, and another one microbe, you see the chlamydomonas. This is the chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is present in the ponds and all greenish. It is very big greenish things. You can see that are all algae. In that this chlamydomonas is the unicellular algae which is movable because it is having the flagella, so it can move. It can move and it can prepare its own food because it has the chlorophyll. You see, chloroplast is there in the chlamydomonas. Okay, so these are all the microbes. Chlamydomonas, paramecium, euglena, bacteria, and amoeba. These are all the microbes. These microbes can be seen under the only seen through the microscope. Okay, the microscope you can see the microorganisms. Why should we study about the microorganism? Because the cells, basically the things are the organisms are made up of cells. That you understand, isn't it? For that understanding only we are seeing the microbes also. Microbes are the single cellular, that means unicellular microorganisms which are seen only under the microscope. So they are called as microorganisms or microbes. Now we can go to the basic thing about the plant body parts. Plant parts. Okay. Now plant parts. Before seeing the parts, we can see how the cells are making the body of the plant and the animals. Cells are together making the tissues. Tissues are making the organs. Organs are making the organ system. In plants and all, what are the organs are there? The root system, shoot system and all there. What is shoot system? The shoot system is the part buried under the soil of a plant. It is called the root system. And what is shoot system? The parts which are aerial. Aerial means which are exposed outside of the earth, outside of the soil, are called the shoot system. So there are two main parts of the plants that are the root system and shoot system. Root system and shoot system. In the root system, you see there is a main root is there. Main root is there. That is the main root, and the secondary root and the tertiary roots. From the secondary roots, you see small branches comes out. No, that and all the branches and all coming out, isn't it? So they are tertiary roots. So this is the root system. And the shoot system, you see, what are the parts of the shoot system? There is a you see there is a main stem and the branches and the leaves. You see there are the leaves. The place in which from which the leaf and flower and buds are arising is called the node. So node, there are the one node and another node. The gap in between the two nodes is called internode. And the flowers also you can see, isn't it? And the apical bud and the axillary bud and the vegetative shoot and the leaves. These are all you can see in the shoot system. So the mainly we must keep in mind what are the two system of plant, root system and shoot system. Okay, and what are the parts of the plant? Main stem, branches, leaves, flowers, buds, flowers, and apical vegetative buds and axillary buds. Okay, now you know the parts of a plant. This is the root system and this is the shoot system. Are you clear, children? Do you know these parts now clearly? And now we can get a knowledge about the parts of the animal. For animals, we can take the example. A man itself we can take for an example. That man, you see the man, our body main, that is outside externally, main parts of the body are what are the body parts? That is the head. First one is head and the neck. The neck, okay, head, neck, and then the chest. Chest is also called as thorax. Chest is also called as thorax. R-E-R-A-X. Okay. Chest is also called as thorax. And then the abdomen, white pagudi, abdomen. Then the legs and hands. Hands are called as four limbs. Hands are called as four, that is F-O-R-E, four limbs, L-I-M-B-S, limbs. Four limbs and hind limbs. Hind limbs are what? Hind limbs are the legs. Legs are called hind limbs. Hind means back side. That is pinbura. Okay, the hind limbs. Okay, so four limbs are the hands and the hind limbs are the four limbs are the hands and the hind limbs are the legs. Now you know what are the parts of the animal. Head, neck, chest or thorax, abdomen, four limbs and then hind limbs. Now you know the body parts of the animal. Okay, because we must get the knowledge of plant parts and the animal parts. For that purpose only I am teaching this. Okay, now you have in mind. Okay, now another picture I want to show to you how is the taproot and the secondary roots, tertiary roots are arranged. Now you see the taproot and the lateral secondary roots and the tertiary roots. What are these roots? What is the function of the root? Root absorb the water. From the soil and sent to the aerial parts of the plant. So main parts of the root system is absorption of water and minerals and sent to the aerial parts of the plants for the photosynthetic function and also for transpiration. All those physiological activities are done with the help of the water and the minerals which are absorbed by the root system. Do the roots are green in color? No, they are not green in color. Their cells are not having chloroplast. Why do they do not have chloroplast? Because they are not exposed to sunlight. If they are exposed to sunlight only, they are able to prepare the starch. by the function of photosynthesis, isn't it? So there is no need of chlorophyll in the root, so they do not have the chlorophyll or green color. Okay, now we go to the structure of a leaf. Why should we study about the structure of leaf? Because leaves are the kitchen of a plant. Leaves are the kitchen of a plant. What is the why do they call us kitchen of the plant? Because they are having chlorophyll. They are having chlorophyll. Okay, you see this portion, whole portion of the leaf is the green in color, isn't it? Now we see the parts of the leaf. Parts of the leaf. Now the stem and the leaf are connected by a stalk, stalk, stalk. That stalk is called the petiole. That stalk is called petiole, petiole, petiole. And then you see the margin of the leaf, the margin, leaf margin. Okay, and you see the midrib, the midrib, and the side veins, you can see, isn't it? And the small netted veins and all you can see. So small netted veins here and all fully net like, isn't it? So small netted veins and all you can see. Now you see what are the parts of the leaf. The first petiole, and then mid vein, and the leaf lamina, that is the leaf blade, and the leaf blade is fully the இலை பரப்பு ஃபுல்லுமே வந்து that is called a leaf blade. Okay, and small netted veins and all we can see, and the secondary branches of veins and all we can see. So now you know the parts of the leaf. Okay, parts of the leaf: petiole, blade, leaf blade, midrib, vein, small netted veins. Now you see in the picture, can you see nicely the picture? Now you see the picture and able to draw in the notebook. Okay, you should draw the diagrams what are all I am showing in this lesson. You should draw and keep it too, and all the points also you should note down and keep it too. Okay children, now you see in this leaf is also beautiful, isn't it? Here there is a petiole, there is a leaf lamina, there is a vein, there is a leaf margin, and midrib and the tip of the leaf. Now you see the leaf is what color? Green in color. Why is it green in color? Because there is a presence of chloroplast. So leaf is green in color. What is the work of the leaf? Leaf do the photosynthesis function. What is prepared during the photosynthesis? During the photosynthesis, starch is present. What is present? Starch is present. Okay. Starch is what? Starch is the food of the plant. How do they prepare? They prepare with the help of the sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. That we will see in the next class. Okay. Now in this lesson, what are all the points we can see now? That is, we are going to summarize. We are going to recall the points what we saw in this class. Now you see what is a cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. And what is the organization of organism? The molecules are making the cells. Cells are making tissues. Tissues are making organs. Organs are making organ system together making the organism. Okay, now next question is, what are unicellular organisms? You know what are unicellular organisms? The single celled minute organism. You see the single celled. Now you see in this the single celled. Okay, the single celled minute organisms are called as microorganisms, called as unicellular organisms, and they can be seen only under microscope. The microscope. So they are called as microbes. Okay, and next point about the parts of the plants. We saw root, stem, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. and the plant parts buried under the soil is called a root system. Plant parts buried under the soil is called root system. Okay, and the plant parts which are seen outer side are aerial parts, isn't it? The parts of the plant which are seen outside are called aerial parts. Okay, and then we studied about the primary roots, secondary roots and all. And what is the pigment present in the leaf? The pigment present in the leaf is called chlorophyll. The pigment present in the leaf is called chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll. Okay, now you see, now we can see the new words and dictation words. Some of the words I have given for you for the studying, for the study purpose. Okay, in this you see there are unicellular organisms, microbes, Chlamydia monas, Euglena, Paramecium, okay, and Paramecium, and then yeast, root system, shoot system, autotrophs, chlorophyll, leaf lamina, functional units, tissues, organ system, taproot system, fibrous root system, thorax, abdomen, and then forelimbs and hind limbs. Okay, all these things and all you keep writing in your notebook and keep with you. You study well, and more times you play the video and get more points and collect all the points in your notebook and keep with you. We will see in the next class about the following points. Okay, so this is the intro only. Don't feel very very hard to face the lessons. Just this is not a lesson after all. This is the introduction for you children. So keep interestingly studying these things. Okay, already you know these things, I know, but again we are refreshing. Okay, children, thank you.